Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is part 17 of my global company tutorial series. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to Global Company Part 17. So today we're going to take a look at pallet production and barrel production. If you remember in the last video, we went over the sawmill packs, which I still have those installed. We go under here. These two we went over last time, and they made some different resources. So that is kind of a prerequisite for that for this video, I'll say. So make sure you go take a look at those two guys. So today we're going to take a look at the pallet production, which is $250,000 to buy, and we're also going to take a look at, oops, sorry, not that guy. Under here, the barrel production. So they require some of those resources that are produced by the sawmill. So definitely go watch that video first. Now, if we take a look in here at the menu. We can take a look at the different productions we have going on. So for pallet production, which I'd say is the next tier, we need to take a look at it this way. So it's going to take boards and beams, and they're going to make empty pallets and sections, and wood chips, I guess I should say as well. Wood chips and sections are kind of a byproduct. They can be sold just as is. Empty pallets are what we're after. It also can make saw cuts, so it can take beams and it can make them into boards and wood chips. So essentially, if you're low on boards and you wanted to take some of the beams that the sawmill produced, you can do that as well. Now the barrel production, you look in there, it also has the board production option, so it's going to take beams and make boards and wood chips. Now under barrel production here, it says it takes wooden planks, which is just boards, and empty pallets, and it'll produce barrels and then wood chips, of course, as a byproduct. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. All we're doing is taking stuff in and plugging it into the other facility over here. So we are going to go through here. As you can see, there's no real indicators of what you need to be doing. So just like all these mods, come up to this guy. We're going to head and turn that on there, and we're going to turn, leave that guy on, try to reset it. There we go, get those guys on, because that's going to show us the ins and outs. That's an out section there. And these also can open up on this as well if you want to. There's nothing going on in there other than you can see kind of a little bit of like the wood chips that you have and stuff like that. But anyhow, coming over here, we have the out section for pallets. We have the in section here for pallets as well. And you also have this, which opens up, and we'll show you some different details about what's going on, but it's not crucial to running it. Now, if we go over to the barrel production, there also is going to be one of those facilities where we can turn stuff on and off. These guys open, just like that. Looking around it, and then in here is the lights there on the outside, most likely. There we go. So now we have the ins and outs around this. Out for bulk, in for pallets, out for pallets over here. So we'll start taking a look at that. You can ignore that pile of locks over there. So over at the sawmill here, we have a lot of the produced items that we need. So if we go to the sawmill, which it stopped, we're going to open the menu here and take a look. So it takes in logs and it creates different things. We need the boards and the bar, which is the beams. So max will spawn 10 pallets of those. Max will spawn 24 pallets of those. And that should give us plenty of pallets, which, oops, sorry, they're over here, of pallets for us to use here. So the beams have the little bit darker, thicker one, and the boards have a little bit thinner lines. And again, the icon you're seeing that's showing you how much are in there. If we go into the menu here, if you remember from the first episode, this is going to turn that on and off. So those are what we need to get started here. So first, we'll actually take a look at the beams. So if we bring beams over, again, you'll need to use a pallet fork or something along those lines. Of course, I'm going to go flying to get them in and out and around and stuff like that. Oh, did I get that stuck in the map? Oh, of course I did. Okay, well, let's try this a little bit differently here. Grab another pallet of beams. Be able to walk this way. Get it into the end section, which is right here. There we go. And as you can see, that fill is going down with it being in here. It needs to be, it looks like a little bit above. There we go. So a little bit above the ground there, which is no big deal. Now if we go into the menu, back over to our factories at the pallet production, we can open it up. And it either has this on or off. So this one's automatically already set to on. So this one obviously takes boards and beams, but this has the same out or the same input of beams. So if you don't want them to both be going, make sure this is on, and you just have to manually start this one. We're going to turn that off for auto. So this one I can turn on, and it's going to produce beams and wood chips at the rate of 10,000 liters per hour. So if we speed it up a little bit here, should be able to go in here and take a look at the pallet production. It's going to be done with that. So it's disabled now. We have boards, which we don't even have enough to spawn another pallet out, and we have wood chips. Now the wood chips or the boards pallets would spawn out here, and then you could put them immediately back in if you wanted to use them here again. And over here where the wood chips are going to spawn out for this as well. So wood chips are going to come out of here if you need them for that. So the next thing we'll do is we're going to grab some more beams because we need them for our barrel production. And we're going to bring them over here. Oops, I'm going to drop them a couple times. And we're going to get those lifted up a little bit so it actually is filling out. Once it's gone, we'll go grab some boards. If I can actually get them over there. And we'll wait for this to disappear to the sell point here or into the intake there. And now we'll actually go grab another pallet of each because I'm not sure how many they're going to need. So I want to make sure we actually get enough so we can get at least one pallet of barrels out. Perfect. We'll grab another pallet of beams, which I don't think we'll need any more beams, but we'll just grab it to be safe. Those look very similar, so it is a little bit difficult to make sure you grab the right one. All right, we'll take a look at the menu here. So under pallet production, we should have everything we need in here, and we're gonna go ahead and start that up. So it's gonna do 10,000 liters an hour, and we'll see how much we get for 2 pallets of each of those. Fast forward time here. We'll be through all those by now. Go back into the menu here, pallet production. It's no longer active. So it made us 11,250 liters of pallets and 625 liters of sections and some wood chips. So the sections, we don't have enough to spawn a pallet out. They'll spawn out in pallets of 5,000. If we go into the menu actually here, you probably want to see some of these symbols in here. So let's go over to the store. So we have boards here, which you can sell as boards. You have beams, which you can sell as beams. Then we have wood sections, which that's how you sell them. And then we have bark mulch, which is produced at the sawmill, which we went over in the last video. And then we have barrels here, which actually can't be sold in this one. You can insert sell points that will take them. The empty pallets can be sold, and barrels are also used in later production for another thing as well. So it continues to build on itself to make it a little bit more in depth for you. So we are going to spawn out some empty pallets here. And there we go. We have 2 pallets of 5,000 each, empty pallets that look just like these guys right here. So we're going to grab them and we're going to take them to the next point of the production since they are a requirement for the barrels. And we'll start talking about some of the barrel production over here. So the end is going to be right. Where did I see the end? Over here. So we need to bring it. You just brought it down that way the first time. Bring it down around here. And we're going to insert that into there. As you can see, it's slowly going down. And boom. So if we go into the menu here, taking a look back at the barrels, we open this up. Again, they can make boards from the wooden beams. We're not going to go over that. We did in the other production building. But we need wooden planks as well as the pallets. So we are going to jump all the way back over here to the sawmill. And actually, this is a wooden planks. Yep, boards, wooden planks, all the above. And we'll go ahead and put this in over here as well. Make sure it's actually taking it. Yep, okay, perfect. And beautiful. And if we go into the menu, which I don't know why some of them are labeled a little bit differently, but those are the empty pallets and wooden planks. So now we're going to go ahead and fast forward, and we'll see if that's enough to actually make some barrels. It shouldn't take too long to go through all that. Now if we go back into the menu and look at barrels again here, barrel production is disabled. I don't think that's enough for a pallet, so let's go ahead and grab a couple more, or another. I think we just need more boards, honestly. Grab this guy. I sprint, it's a little too fast for him. All right, there we go. All right, we'll see how it's going now. I don't know if we needed more pallets or not. I probably should check that, but we'll take a look in here. All right, barrel production. Oh, barrels went up. Yeah, we still have plenty of pallets. So go ahead and add one, spawn one of those out. Should be a 5,000 liter pallet. And look at that, 5,000 liter pallet of barrels is good to go. So that's basically how this form of the production works. So give me 1 second, and I'm going to set up a couple of charts that'll kind of help you understand this a little bit better. All right, so this chart shows you how the small sawmill works. So you take the logs collected, put them into the sawmill, and then you're going to get wood chips, bark mulch, boards, beams, and wood sections out. The wood sections you can sell, along with the bark mulch and the wood chips. The boards pallets you can sell, and the beam pallets you also can sell. However, the boards pallets can then be put into either the pallet production to make pallets, or they can be put into the barrel production to make barrels. Then the beams can be put into the pallets or the barrels to make more boards if you wanted to do that, or you could just sell them. So that's your options for that. So The next thing we have on the list is the pallet production. So at the pallet production, on the left side there, you're going to take boards and beams, and you're going to get wood sections and wood chips out, which are kind of a byproduct which you can sell. And the empty pallets you can either sell or you can move them to the barrel production. And on the far right side, you have beams, which can be made into wood chips and boards. The wood chips can be sold, and the boards can either be sold or they can be put back into the pallet production for pallets, or they can be put into the barrel production. And the final aspect of it is the barrels. So the barrel production, you can take boards and empty pallets on the left, and you're going to get boards and wood chips out, both of which can be sold. Now, again, there's more to these productions in certain aspects, but this is kind of just to keep it simplified for this video. And then on the right side, again, just like the pallet production, you can take beams and make them into boards and wood chips, which you can then either use at pallet or barrel production, or you can sell them. So there you have it. That is everything I have for you guys today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel, and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.